amazing what Wickets does. Gurbaz gets out, and now all of a sudden, it's just looking a little tougher here to get off strike. This fella, like Zadran, the strike rate tells you that.
This is the wild swing, and the ball just holding its line, and it's playing over it, and it's hitting timber, much to the delight of the Bangladeshis. Back in the game, looking at a 350 plus kind of score at least, and Afghanistan will be terribly disappointed if they can't reach that with the start they have had.
This is also where you want Zadran, or Najibullah, excuse me, to just walk down the wicket and say to Zadran, ease up here. You got to bat through a little deeper for us. Take us to overs 45, 46. Don't you worry about what's happened here with a couple of wickets going down. You go and get yourself 100 here. I'll be the aggressor.
What a wonderful game this is. Just from a position where it seems all was lost for Bangladesh, where the bowler's been really taken apart. Suddenly the wickets come tumbling down, and the balls that looked rather ordinary at say about 5 overs back are looking pretty good now and attacking.
I don't think Everdot will be too unhappy with that single. Got himself 3 dots, and now the man that's in is off strike, and he has a look at the new man.
And the man at the non-strikers end will be pondering, I'm losing partners, I'm 14 short of a century. It's a delicate balancing act in his mind. But does he go and think of the team and keep that momentum, or does he build up a partnership? We've talked about Najibullah being a big hitter with a 90 strike rate. So I suppose in a way, Ibrahim can just relax a bit and wait for his partner to do the scoring for a while.
And he's a good player, particularly through the offside. If you give him a little bit of room, he'll cut you over backward point. And if you over pitch, he hits you over extra cover. Those are his real strong scoring areas. And he's only a short man in stature. Najibullah Zadran. I'm getting confused here because you got Ibrahim Zadran and Najibullah Zadran.
You shouldn't get confused, HD. You've been coaching them. You've been with them for such a long time. Can't remember their names?
Well, on that note, 40 gone, 267 for 3. Just 4 men required inside the 30-yard circle for these final 10 overs.
The whole mindset has changed. Najibullah and Ibrahim now trying to build up a partnership. Ibrahim content to give the strike to Najibullah. This is the period of play. Bangladesh will be telling themselves, we've got to be on our feet. We've got to be on our toes to take everything, keep the pressure on, force the batters into shots of indiscretion.
For the new man, Littendas brings an extra man into the 30-yard circle. 5 men for Najibullah. Mid-on has come off the boundary, and he's now just hugging that 30-yard circle. And up and over he goes. That 5th man won't last long inside the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, I think that tells you that he's not going to be hanging about. Najibullah gets a hold of that. Just takes his right foot away, balances himself, gets that into the slot and wallops it over the top. And 1 bounce into the boundary.
Just love the confidence. You've lost 3 quick wickets. The opposition captain says, I'm going to put a bit of pressure on you. I'm going to bring someone off the boundary. And Najibullah just goes, well, take that. Over mid-on, 4. Push him back, will you?
Complete change in approach, attitude. 13 short of 100, definitely playing on his mind. Loss of 3 wickets in the last 5 overs, 3 wickets and hardly any runs.
That'll be wided. There was a shout from the man at short third, but nothing from Mushfiqur Rahim, so I'm not sure we're going to even have a look. You're right, the last 30 balls have seen just 19 runs scored and 3 wickets have gone down.
What a turnaround. What a wicket can do to change the complexion of the game. There's the wide, and the attempt had his foot behind the line. So no problems there. There you go.
He just looked as though he was going to overbalance, didn't he? But he didn't. 41 gone, 275 for 3. Seemed to come on better. That's neatly played. He's got that fine. That's very neat.
Yeah, just the width of it. All he had to do is wait for it to just go past him. Didn't really try to even angle it. I just angle his bat. Let the ball, use of the pace. Nice little guide. Too fine for the fielder to get across and stop it. Delicately done.
There was
See,
his
the batting
duty.
got easier, but you know, this wicket's played very differently. It's played very nice for batting. Players have been able to hit through the line on the up. Good hand from Everdot there.
Yeah, just managed to get a fingertip to that one. Showed that the speed of the shot of the bat was reduced just to a single. Yes, Bangladesh batters will be sort of hoping that it keeps on playing well, or even better. Ibrahim Zadran has got 350s and 300s. The conversion rates of most of the Afghan players, very, very impressive. I mean, you see a lot of players 1050s or 1 or 200s, but they seem to be almost even with the 100s and the 50s. Oh dear. Oh dear, I hope he hasn't hurt himself seriously. Just seemed to twist the point of delivery.
Yeah, we got to hope that this is all right. This did look very, very ugly. His left knee. It was just before he went to take off. This does not look good at all for Everdot Hussain. Into the side, because the management of Tuscan Ahmed, which is so important for Bangladesh going into the Asia Cup and the World Cup. But Everdot Hussain is a more than able replacement for Tuscan, and certainly will be fighting for a big position in the starting 11 when those 2 big tournaments arrive. So this, we will be hoping that this is not serious.
Putting the magic spray on, he looks in concern, and so does Chandika Singh. Wicket so far, that was just a little bit of luck that Bangladesh needed. Went to umpire's call on DRS. This was an easier take. It just swiveled round and helped it down the throat of Mustafizur Rahman. Cursory salute, and then he tried to go wild across the line. The captain gave Mehdi Hasan Miraj his wicket. That's how it stands at the...
Well, he only has to bowl these 4. Do Afghanistan go after him? Do they go after him? There's your answer. They should get 2 here.
It's a proper cricketing shot. I mean, there was absolutely no risk. So it's not that they're taking him on by taking a risk. That is the sensible approach by Nazibullah Zadran.
Wise. Just trying to work out, he didn't need to bowl. He didn't need to bowl because he's really bowled one over, which could have accounted for this over. Someone else could have finished the 4 because someone's not going to bowl 10 here out of the frontline bowlers. Oh, he's put it down. He has put it down. They nearly burgled one here, Bangladesh. You're right, but it is just a claw, because at 283 for 3, Afghanistan are still in a very good position, but a lot can happen here in these last 8 overs. Afghanistan will want to be around about the 330, 340 mark, surely. And Afghanistan, if they can continue, well, excuse me, Bangladesh can continue what they've done in the last 30 balls, they could keep Afghanistan down to 315, 320. They're going to have to bowl well.
Wild swipe, just past the edge. I had a feeling the speed of the bat that was there, if it did get the edge, it would more likely fly to deep third. But nothing doing. Another moral victory for the bowler.
This is where he made his name, at the back end of an innings. Oh, sent back again. Another dot. Pressure builds.
It does indeed, and Mustafizur Rahman, you're mentioning, is so very good at the depth, uses the old ball very well. Here's an opportunity once again, bit of a yes and no. Bouncing down the wicket. Safe, all right, but it's got a little nervy now. And the two batters in the middle sorting out what to do. 93, Ibrahim Zadran. He definitely is in the nervous 90s. We didn't see that with Ramanullah Gurbaz, who was in a different frame of mind. But definitely Ibrahim suffering a little bit, being pressurized in the 90s.
No, Zadran wants 2 and he's sent back. Ibrahim says, no, give me a little bit of the strike here. I'm being starved of it, and I've got 93.
Different it is from what they were doing earlier with the running between the wickets. Once again, not quite sure whether to go for the second run. These are the little things the Bangladeshi players should spot and take advantage of. Mustafizur Rahman has bowled very well, just a single run so far. Just making the ball grip a little bit, using those cutters very well. Just looking around at the field, a lot of boundary riders for him.
He'll be comfortable for these last 2 deliveries to go for a single apiece. He'll be very happy with that. First job done.
Yes, just keep control of your bowling. Do not try anything fancy. Might not get a wicket, but as you mentioned, another dot ball, meaning it's just 3 in the over. And that will be priceless at this point in time when you're in the last 10 overs of the innings. Can you finish this over with a dot?
Fielders are not really coming in trying to save one. There's a few that are right on the edge of that 30-yard circle. So it's just tap and run, but a very good over from Mustafizur Rahman. Just 3 from it, 43 gone now, 286 for 3.